The Saratoga County Sheriff, Saratoga, New York, and apparently 26 or 28 other sheriffs, and the numbers are growing in New York, will not be enforcing Governor Andy Cuomo's 10 visitor limit over the holidays. This COVID fiasco, there's a coincidental mess with sewage being dumped not only all over New York, but all over North Carolina, and let's see, all over Illinois and all over New Jersey, and there's sewage all over Rhode Island, and sewage being dumped all over Connecticut, and the list just goes on and on and on. The massive sewage fiasco, the massive COVID debacle, the immense, unbelievable viruses and bacteria that are being dumped and spewed and spread all over the world is very coincidental to this giant sewage mess, like in Wuhan, China. Look it up. Look up the great big sewage mess in Washington, D.C., like the Anacostia River. And take a look at the giant sewage problems all across New Jersey. Bottom line here is, ladies and gentlemen, there's a giant sewage problem in the state capital, in Wake County, North Carolina, and just by coincidence, Raleigh and in and across Wake County, there's massive sewage problems. Now, what are the chances? I mean, what could go wrong? So to the sheriff of Saratoga County and all the other sheriffs across New York that have problems with Andy Cuomo's 10 visitor limit during these holidays, I expect all of those sheriffs and their health departments to start asking the hard questions. Why is it that in the areas where the sewage problems are the worst, the COVID infections and the COVID death rates are the highest? Ladies and gentlemen, all the information and links you need are below. And as always, this ain't no joke. This is serious, folks. And I challenged Governor Andy Cuomo and New York State Environmental Conservation Commissioner Basil Sagos to answer the hard questions. Why is it that New York City, New Rochelle, New Jersey, Rhode Island, Connecticut, that whole area around Baltimore and Annapolis and Washington, D.C., why is it that they have the highest COVID infection rates and COVID death rates in America? Ladies and gentlemen, I'll leave it right there. And as always, look at the links, ask the hard questions, and drop me a note. God bless. Have a wonderful holidays.